Yo, yo, yo. Chat, what's up? What's going on, guys? Good morning, good morning, good day. Good day to you. Um, Dude, day 44 of The Witcher 3. Day 44 of Witcher 3. Mr. Labat, what's up, buddy? Kayla, what is going on? Um, so we're gonna continue pushing Blood and Wine DLC. We've got about 4 quests left, like subquests, secondary quests, Witcher contracts. Uh, about 4 of those left before we get into the actual main quest line. We did a lot of work yesterday. It's going well. So we're gonna keep pushing. And I think by the beginning of the week next week, we should be working our way into Cult of the Lamb. Yes, which ought to be a lot of fun. We'll get some nice Twitch integration going. We'll be able to allow people in the community to become followers of the cult. Yeah, and it ought to be a good time. So we're gonna play some Cult of the Lamb. It'll be a nice precursor for our Scaretober that we have coming up. We're gonna play all the Dead Space games. And Scorn whenever it drops. Hopefully it'll be a nice release, and we'll play Scorn as well. We've been anticipating Scorn for a while, so it'll be a good time, man. Nice little precursor for what we got coming up in October as well. So that's the plan. That's the plan. Hope everybody's doing well. Let's do what we do. Let's get over here and do this September 8th edition of Video Gaming News before we hop into our day 44 of The Witcher 3. Cool? Let's do this. The trip was good, Mr. Lobat. Yeah, it was good. It was good, man. Both the vacations were nice. It was weird being away from streaming. I'm not normally away from streaming very often at all, and not for long periods of time either. So that was a bit weird for me, but overall it was good. Got to see a lot of family, have some R&R with my own family, and it was a good time, man. Thanks for asking. How you been, buddy? How's work? Let's do this. Let's get over here. Let's do this. Let's do this. That camera fixed. Let's go. All right. Yeah. It was good. It was good. Good stuff. Let's change that up. All right. TikTok's gaming efforts may be in trouble. There we go. Played hooky last night. Call that a mental health day. Just needed a mental health day. All right. Yeah. Maybe 3 hours of sleep. There you go. Yeah. Yeah. Don't blame you, man. Mm-hmm. I hope the day off. I hope is going to afford you the time to rest and get prepared for the next day of work and everything, man. Sorry that you weren't sleeping well or whatever happened. Kind of read about this yesterday. Again, Tencent has upped their stake in Ubisoft, and as a result, Ubisoft's basically shares plunged. Yeah, so uh, the value of their shares went down about 17% after this took place. But I mean, what we saw was that Tencent was basically paying them about $80 a share, whereas the valuation of their shares was at about half that. I don't know, kind of wild. But we read about it yesterday. If you're interested, take a look at yesterday's news segment. Kayla, yeah, maybe you need it. Yeah, I mean, this is the thing. It's not like businesses don't understand that people take time off for that thing, and that's what I had come to refer to those as. people need that sometimes. You know, you need those days off just to kind of it doesn't necessarily mean that you're like physically sick to take off work. Sometimes you're just not in the right mental space to be dealing with, you know, to be dealing with work. And so sometimes you just got to take those days to get yourself back into the right state to be back at it, you know? Absolutely. Ooh, that'd be cool, Kayla. Yeah. Kind of backfired. Hoping the sitter was going to be here so I could work on a few things, then nap out for the afternoon. At least told her not to come out until 1. The wife got you, man. The wife got you. Oh, you're going to be home today? Let me just take care of this. Xbox gets one of the most powerful new features in gaming. Yeah, dude. Yeah, yeah. PlayStation. Xbox's Call of Duty offer was inadequate. Let's see what's going on here. I wonder if Xbox tried to buy PlayStation out of their contract they're currently in with Call of Duty. We've talked about this, right? Call of Duty is currently in a contract with PlayStation, even though for like the next 2 or 3 years for the game to be released on their platform, on their console, even though Microsoft is purchasing Activision Blizzard, which is the developer of the game, right? So we've seen things come out where Microsoft's going, the game's still going to be, don't worry, everybody. The game is still going to be on PlayStation, all right? Like they have any kind of way around it, you know? They really don't, unless they bought PlayStation out of that contract, which would take a lot of money, or they work their way all the way through this contract, and then they can go, okay, it's no longer going to be on that platform. They're under a contract. They have to abide by it. Kayla, I have been there. And that sucks, and I'm really sorry. What I would hope is that you end up finding a job, a career that does not make you feel like that. I've been there, and that is terrible. That is a terrible feeling. To wake up every day absolutely sick to your stomach, dreading to go to work, that is absolutely terrible. So I'm sorry. That sucks. It's unfortunate. I've been there. Yeah. I do hope very much that you're able to work your way out of that job into something that feels better for you. Sony is holding a game-related Xperia launch on September 12th. We'll take a quick glance at this. I don't know if it's going to be worth watching. It looks like they're going to be releasing some kind of new phone to go along with this, something like that. We'll see, though. We've got some, again, we've got some, excuse me, we've got some showcases coming up. So this one we can actually, let's delete that. Disney and Marvel have a showcase tomorrow, as well as PlayStation. Okay. Unfortunately, both of these are happening at the exact same time. So what we're going to do is watch the PlayStation showcase. Then we're going to go back and watch the VOD of the Disney and Marvel showcase. So we'll watch this one live. Then we'll go back and watch this one as a VOD. Maybe even directly afterwards. Then we've got Ubisoft on September 10th. Then we've got Capcom September 15th and 16th. Sony apparently is holding one on the 12th. So we'll do what we can to watch as many of these as possible live, and then we'll go back and watch the other ones as VODs to just stay current on what's going on with these developers. I don't know if the Sony one's going to be, because this is Sony, not just PlayStation. We're already watching the PlayStation. So we'll see what this, we'll read this to see if this is worth watching as well. Okay? Felt that way with the plumbing job. It's the ground. Yeah, absolutely it is. Absolutely it is. Yeah, yeah. It's when you're in those positions, those careers, those jobs where you already know what you're in for every single day, and it's never anything good. Yeah, it does. It makes you feel that way. It makes you feel sick to your stomach. It's what I refer to as like a soul crushing experience on a daily basis. It is. It doesn't even have to be a physically demanding job. And by the end of the day, every day, you are absolutely wholly exhausted mentally, physically, because of just the toll that the job takes on you, all encompassing. It drains you, and it sucks. Again, I've been there, and it's terrible, and I hate that people have to deal with that. So a big thing that sucks is a lot of it is because businesses don't take care of their people. They're just so bottom line focused, and it's there's a in my experience, anyways, there's a large part of that is due to the fact that businesses do not have enough of a focus on taking care of their employees. So it results in that kind of environment where people just dread coming to work every single day, and it sucks. That's not always the catalyst behind it, but quite often, I think. Okay. Yeah. Gamer, gamer, gamer. What up, my dude? Disney and Marvel Showcase again. Let's make sure the time hasn't changed on this. Yep. Still the same. Still the same. So tomorrow at 1 p.m. Pacific, 4 p.m. Eastern. So that's three o'clock our time. Yeah. So it's still the same. I've already got it up. Like I said, we're planning on watching this um, as a VOD because PlayStation has a showcase at the same exact time. You're officially a year older, dude. We've had a lot of birthdays, dude. We've had a lot of birthdays. Uh,
Now that we're friends, is it
Happy
okay
birthday,
if I
man.
pet you?
Happy birthday.
OutsiderAntics gifted Game Extreme 69 a subscription. OutsiderAntics gifted a tier 1 sub to Game Extreme 69.
PS5 now supports 1440p. Here's how to play PS5 games in that resolution. Let's take a look at that. Welcome, buddy. Thanks for always being a part of this. Man, I appreciate you. Happy birthday, dude. I hope you have a great day. Are you working? You got to work today on your birthday, dude? You should take a mental health day. You should take a mental health day. We were talking about this. That's what we've just been talking about. You should take a mental health day today, gamer. You work too hard, buddy. You need a day off for your birthday, dude. Hang out with us. Play some games. Hang out and watch some Witcher 3, dude. Mr. Little Bat's on board. See, we got your back, dude. We got your back. Oh, man. All right, CD Projekt Red is already planning multiple new Witcher games. Let's take a look at this. We already knew they were doing Witcher 4, but let's see what else they got in the works here. Solstice release date, gameplay trailer, and story. Let's take a look. Xbox Elite Wireless Controller Series 2 announced. Life is not cheap. You are correct, sir. You are correct. You are correct. Well, hopefully the sub helps with the birthday celebration a little bit, even though you got to go to work, buddy. I appreciate you, man. And you're working Saturday. Holy moly, dude. All right. We've already talked a lot about the Xbox Game Pass stuff for September. I'm not going to dive back into that. Wait, what page is this? 4? Let's pivot here. Let's pivot. Video games are absolutely art. We talk about this a lot. They are all-encompassing pieces of art. They are kind of like a melting pot, if you will, of art that comes together to form these big, awesome pieces of entertainment. But I mean, you talk about it, great pieces of software, of gaming software, usually entail amazing writing, music, graphic design. There's a lot of stuff that goes into the creation and development of a great piece of gaming software that is considered art, as far as I'm concerned, and it is important, I think, that we take the time to appreciate those individual pieces of art that come together to create these amazing games that we love so much. Absolutely. ByteDance aggressively downsizes its video gaming unit. ByteDance, isn't this part of TikTok? Let's take a look at this real quick. This, I think this is part of TikTok, so we'll read those together, okay? Wait, what? Amazon Games boss explains why its Lord of the Rings MMO was canceled. Okay, we'll take a look at that. One Piece Odyssey reveals key visual and teases new update. Marvel's Midnight Suns, the Hunter gameplay trailer revealed. Or, wait, what? Released. Same thing. Okay. Wick, what's up, my dude? What up, man? Pokemon Scarlet and Violet new trailer showcases previously unseen Pokemon. Okay. Woman fuming that husband plays video games all day. And took out huge loan. That her husband got a huge loan she has had to pay because he doesn't earn any cash. God, dude. That's rough, man. That's rough. Now, is that, you know, I guess that could be, you know, encroaching upon maybe video game addiction? Or is this individual, I mean, we're not going to read that, but maybe they're trying to build, you know, some kind of career out of this. But making somebody else pay for all the back end of what you're doing when they don't necessarily want to be doing that, I mean, that's also enabling right there from that individual that's kind of throwing a fit about it. So I don't know. There's probably a lot that could go into that story. I'm not going to dive into that. What a title though for that article. New Xbox Series XS update adds party chat noise suppression feature today. Okay, cool. Rockstar announcement gets fans hyped about GTA 6. God, I'm so worried about what that's actually going to entail. As if people weren't hyped enough about that game. Literally, all Rockstar has to come out and do is all they have to do is tweet and put a tweet out there that says GTA 6, and the world just goes nuts. They don't literally have to say anything about the development of the game. They just have to say GTA 6, and the gaming world goes nuts. It's so dumb to me. Something is kind of wrong with Disney Dreamlight Valley. Let's take a look at that. Look, Disney's always been a little bit weird to me. Like, I've never been able to get into the Disney stuff. It's always been a little bit yikers. I don't know. We've already got something up about this. Let's take a look at this, see what's up. Like the Kingdom Hearts stuff, I don't know. It's just not my jam. I get it. Some people dig it, but for me, it's just not my. I don't know, man. It's a little bit weird. It's, you know, it just doesn't appeal to me. Gotham Knights gets a brand new trailer focused on family. All right, we got enough articles here. Let's take off with this. Let's go. GTA 6 in sight. I know what you're saying, man, but it's still got like though all the Disney characters in it, and they're like part of the story and stuff, and it just throws me off, dude. It just throws me off, Mamzelle. What's up, Mamzelle? How are you? It just throws me off. I don't know. It doesn't appeal to me, man. It doesn't appeal to me having the Disney characters as part of this the experience. It doesn't at all. At all. GTA 6 Inside. Rockstar announcement gets fans hyped. Yeah, I guess, Yeah. No, that's a look at that Datsun, dude. That's sick. GTA 6 is one of the most anticipated games of all time, easily. People are going crazy for it, and we get it. It's GTA. Rockstar Games has confirmed that the game is in development, but have otherwise remained completely silent on anything else. Fans are on the edge of their seats, waiting for an official reveal and any kind of hint towards the news about the game. This wish could come true sooner rather than later, according to the latest GTA 6 speculation based on a new announcement by Rockstar. Yeah, we read about this yesterday. They kind of did a thank you to everybody that was involved in the development over the years of GTA 6. And that's it. It's just the same thing. So that's all it was, man. Everybody, like I said, that's all Rockstar has to do. Is like anything about everybody just is so amped out of their minds about GTA 6 that it takes literally nothing. All they have to do is tweet out the name of the game, and it just people just go bonkers. It's insane. Something is kind of wrong with Disney Dreamlight Valley's version of Mickey Mouse. Okay. Let's see what's going on here. I feel weird pointing this out because detail is subtle, but it's been bothering the heck out of me while I play Disney's extremely good take on Animal Crossing. In my defense, though, Mickey Mouse is one of the most iconic and recognizable characters on Earth. Video game graphics practically let you see into people's pores now. It's hard not to notice that something is off in the world of Dreamlight Valley, especially when you grow up with these characters. The Mickey Mouse design feature in Disney Dreamlight Valley is the standard, if not classic, scheme we've all come to know and love. Our favorite mouse boy is wearing oversized yellow shoes, bright red shorts, and big old white gloves. He's mid-sized, so Goofy towers above Mickey quite easily. So far, so good. The issue lies entirely within Mickey's eyes. Oh, that is weird. There's something wrong with Mickey's right eye. The larger oval is misshapen and slightly smaller than the left eye. The pupil, however, remains the same size. As Mickey's eyes move about, the effect becomes unsettling. It's as if his eyes are too narrow or close together. Sometimes it's like his pupil is getting crushed by his eye. Or like if it doesn't fit somehow. So it's like basically like nightmare fuel for anybody that pays attention to detail. This game will make the assets clip into each other during some moments depending on what you do. That's funny. Mickey's eyes are also designed to follow you as you move around, and he's shorter than you, so he's also always looking up. I don't think this is intentional at all. But the result is that Mickey looks like he wants to murder me half the time. His stare is both wrong and weirdly vacant, like a messed up painting that's stalking you around the house. Now, this is the kind of Disney stuff I can get behind right here. Ready to abduct you when you're not looking, which admittedly might be great for a game set in Disney's Haunted Mansion, but just feels wrong here. Look at it, dude. Look at it. He does. He absolutely looks like he's about to kill this guy. Oh, that's creepy, man. This is the kind of Disney stuff I can get behind, man. Let's go. I'm sorry you didn't notice this before, and now you can't unsee it, because like I said, it's a small detail. I apologize if you still can't see it at all. I'm not sure I would have seen it at all were I not playing alongside a bona fide Disney adult, who then immediately informed me that Disney has internal guidelines for how Mickey Mouse should be depicted, so she knew something was very wrong here. I know I'm not crazy, though. There's a certain pose he does, too, where the lower part of his eyes sink in. One Redditor wrote in a thread on the Dreamlight Valley forums discussing this very phenomenon. That's actually hilarious. Now I'm left to wonder, Mickey, just what did happen to Minnie, who is missing at the start of the game? Who's fertilizing the garden that your beloved wife loves so much? Nice. That's hilarious, dude. That's funny. I love it. I love it. Gotham Knights gets a brand new trailer focused on family. The Batman family. We'll watch this. Let's read it first, though. Gotham Knights is right around the corner, and every video we get just makes us more excited for what lies ahead. This go-around, we get a behind-the-scenes of the family that Bruce Wayne has stitched together, and that has succeeded him in Gotham Knights. Namely, that's Batgirl, Nightwing, Red Hood, and Robin, trained heroes who will now have to rise up to defend the city of Gotham as a wave of darkness descends. The video gives us a look at the consequences of Batman's death, how it impacts the family dynamic, how each is poorly dealing with their own personal struggles. It's going to be a wild ride. If you live under a rock, here's a quick catch-up on the game's setting. Batman is dead. A new expansive criminal underworld has swept the streets of Gotham City. It is now up to the Batman family to protect Gotham, bring hope to its citizens, discipline to its cops, and fear to its criminals. It is an open-world action RPG set in the most dynamic and interactive Gotham City yet. In either solo play or with one other hero, patrol Gotham's 5 distinct boroughs, drop in on criminal activity wherever you find it. The big bad in this game is the fabled Court of Owls, a villainous group we've not faced in previous games. With nearly unlimited funds, the strength of anonymity, and the power of being completely legion. I look forward to unraveling them bit by bit. Gotham Knights is finally headed our way on October 25th for PC, Xbox Series XS, PlayStation 5, Xbox One, and PS4. All right, let's watch this.
There is no Gotham Knights without Batman family.
The fans trust us to be true to the universe. They also want to be surprised.
Really, everything is new.
The Batman family.
Batman family means different things to different people. We have chosen to explore the theme of found family within the context of Batman family.
There's been a big fracture in the Batman family. They're at odds at each other. They're fighting. They're not a cohesive group. They've never had the chance to work together because they've all been working fairly independent with the exception of Robin. As you progress through the entire game, you're going to see this gradually change.
Move. I'm going to solve this case my way.
I think each knight embodies some of those traits just at different times. Nightwing can have the attitude sometimes, maybe Batgirl the other.
Oh, there was an ad?
And the tough guy, Red Hood. You know, he can be the more passionate one at times. But the one thing they all share is that drive.
Nice, Mr. Little Bat. Yeah, dude. Nice.
They don't
Get
start
him in
with
here. Let's
perfect
check
harmony.
this out.
They don't start with perfect balance because they're dealing with a lot of trauma and a big loss.
School schmool. Everybody needs a mental health day, right? Even kids.
But throughout the game, they come together, and that's for a very simple reason.
Everybody just hang out with Dad
to
today.
care for each other, and they've chosen each other as a family.
Now you're talking.
We have character arcs for each of our knights with key cinematics that unlock from start to end of the game. Through these arcs, we explore different things with each of our knights. One thing we delve into is how trauma can affect memory, how grief can linger, and isn't just resolved in a single moment, or even might not be about just a single loss.
When the fans found out that Batman was dead in our game, some of them were expecting to
He's
see
tatted
him.
up, man.
Most of the fans saw the opportunity to experience the universe their own way with new heroes, new dynamics, and as a family.
We've known the Knights as superheroes with their masks, but what was it like to kind of see them behind
Best
the masks?
house. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah,
When we look at
yeah.
the way each knight was designed, we took a cue from our comic book roots. You know, we did some pretty classic shape language design. For example, Red Hood, blocky, square, tank-like. Batgirl is more symmetrical and balanced. Robin, lower, lighter, stealthy. And Nightwing, agile, angular, sharp. By having that kind of shape language, it not only helps us develop the way the characters look, but it also goes on to support how the characters move in animation.
The team put a lot of effort in making every character really special, with emotional ways to react to situations. Every character has
You got like a
its
whole
own
girl
path.
with a dragon tattoo thing. You
We
guys
worked
ever seen
closely
that
with
movie?
the cinematics team to make sure that we could showcase their progression, not just in the things they say, but also in what they do.
We wanted to create a custom experience for the player and for the viewer to kind of see that they're going to structurally have the same scene, but they're going to see that scene with their own flavor depending on who they play.
Clear out now. You'll regret it.
Having a very solid foundation with the performance of the actors was critical because we got that nice base level. Once we take that, we actually bring it with the animators to kind of fine-tune and really improve everything, bring those facial emotions, putting their take on it. And this is something that we really wanted to make sure that we got it right.
In the Belfry, we see the knights as humans, as young people talking to each other, having a life, wearing more contemporary, normal clothes. And that's a big contrast to how they look as knights.
Belfry Clock Tower is actually where the 4 of them establish their base of operations, which is essentially their version of the Batcave.
This place is quite remarkable. It's certainly brighter than the Batcave.
Alfred is literally the glue of the Batman family.
He is a confidant, someone they can rely on, and someone with whom grief is shared and understood.
I'll always be here when you need me, Master Richard. When any of you need me.
Previously, Alfred had to really manage Bruce by himself. Now fast forward to Gotham Knights, now he has 4 versions of Bruce that he has to manage.
He is steady and endlessly reliable, but he also will not put up with anyone's
What I
nonsense.
love is that, like, Alfred's literally
father
immortal,
is tough.
right?
Disciplined,
But he's
stoic.
not the one that fights
We
anybody.
took a pretty old school approach.
Alfred
iterating
never,
on
he's in
sketches
everything. He
and
never
sculpts
dies.
until we found something that really resonated
Alfred's
with us
immortal,
emotionally.
but he never fights
You know, the 4
anybody. He
heroes,
just, like,
they're together with Alfred,
supports everybody's
kind of figuring
adventures.
out the space. We've actually managed to pack in, I think,
They all just about
40
missed the bus
cinematics
because
in
we were
that
watching the
little
phone
space.
good thing, the bus
But
honk
each tell a
for
very
panic
different story,
mode.
a very different perspective of how
Crap,
we
bus
work
is here,
together as
yeah.
a group.
Every time Bruce came home, I patched him up. Just as I now do for you.
It was important that our players would be able to relate to these characters on a very basic human level.
Same
That's
dude,
what we
different
wanted to
bat.
showcase
Yeah,
about Gotham
yeah.
Knights.
Alfred's
Not just in the
always there,
cinematics that
dude.
happen there, but also in the environment and the epic conversations, even in the props you find through the Belfry. There has been so much love put by our entire team in this game. So much effort and dedication. I really hope it shines through and it provides an amazing experience.
I really hope fans and players appreciate the variety
That was a cool outfit,
of looks
dude.
they can have for their night.
Red
I hope they
Hood,
find one that
I
resonates
dig
with
Red
them and
Hood's
it kind of becomes
look.
their favorite.
It's nice. Cool, man.
Pre-order now and get the 233 custom.
That's what I'm missing. I need an Alfred. Yeah, cool, man. Nice. There we go. Some more, another look at what's to come for Gotham Knights, man. Cool. Awesome. New Xbox Series XS update adds party chat noise suppression feature today. This was yesterday? Yep. Also, a new way to launch games from friends, shared captures on mobile and PC. So there's the noise suppression you can turn on. Cool. The company said noise suppression helps remove sounds like gamepad clicks, breathing, and background noises from parties. That's great. That's great. Here's the thing. If this has been my big thing all along, whenever you're no matter what platform you're gaming on, if you're going to be using a mic, to be a conscientious gamer for whoever you're going to be gaming with, to either use some kind of suppression software or to just use like mic control, right? To where your mic is only open whenever you press a button. So your mic is only capturing your input whenever you want it to, is huge. Because getting into a game where you're playing with people and you're listening to their background music the whole time, or you're listening to them sound like they're sucking on their microphone the whole time, or I love my mechanical keyboard, but you guys never hear it because I use suppression software on my microphone. I don't like hearing that stuff in other people's input from their mic. And most other people don't want to hear that as well whenever they're playing in games. So good on Microsoft for rolling this out. How good of an incorporation piece of software this is has yet to be, we'll find out. We'll find out, right? Has anybody used this yet? Were you guys aware this was rolling out? This feature can be enabled or disabled by pressing an Xbox button to open the guide, select parties and chat, and then choosing options. Darth Vader breathing. Yeah, exactly, gamer. Yeah, that's kind of what I was talking about. Like, people sound like they're sucking on their microphone, man. It's like, or yeah, the Darth Vader breathing, you know, I mean, whatever. Quite often what I find is like one of the most annoying things for me is people love to like, for some reason, blare their music and just have open mic. And it's like, dude, will you please turn your mic off or shut your music off? One, I don't care to listen to your music, man. Sorry. Like, cool, you enjoy music. I don't want to listen to it, especially whenever I'm trying to hear my game noises and stuff, you know? That just does not appeal to me. Like, everybody, is that like edgy? That's cool? To like, y'all, check out my jams. Listen to my jams, you know? Is that what's cool? Just comes off as super annoying to me. We're staying muted a lot. This house can get pretty loud. Yeah. Well, again, I mean, I think it's just a matter of whenever you're gaming with people, just being considerate, right? That's all it is, you know, being a considerate gamer and online service like multiplayer games, you know. I think that's the main thing, is just being considerate of other people. So I'm glad that Microsoft has rolled this out. I don't think Sony has anything like that, do they? Microsoft said noise suppression will be coming to other devices soon too. The company has also announced a way for players to launch games from friends' shared captures on mobile and PC. Now when players receive a shared game clip, they're given the option to select play to join their friend's game right away directly in a browser with cloud gaming. That's cool. Earlier today, Microsoft announced the white version of the Xbox Elite Series 2 controller, which will be cheaper than the black edition. We've actually got that up. Where is that? Let's read this Xbox stuff back to back here. Let's do that. We'll read about the controller next. Well, you know, that's to be expected, Wick. Oh, man. The controller, which is being sold under the full name Xbox Elite Wireless Controller Series 2 Core, is similar to the black Elite Series 2 controller, but will come with fewer accessories. As a result, the controller, which will be available on September 21st, will cost $130 instead of $180 being charged for the black version. Elite Series 2 controllers will also be added to the Xbox Design Lab site this holiday, meaning players will be able to customize their own Elite controllers for the first time. I'm sorry, man.
Emotional damage.
I'm sorry. I cannot, Syke, what's up, buddy? I cannot imagine spending $180 on a controller. I can't, man. What's up, dude? What's up? Xbox Elite Wireless Controller Series 2 announced 2 new controllers showcased. The Xbox Elite Wireless Controller Series 2 was announced today, along with details on 2 new controllers, the new Core in white and the Series 2 in black. Core includes up to 48 hours of rechargeable battery life, limitless customization, wraparound rubberized sticks, and more, while the Series 2 in black features all the Core updates along with premium interchangeable components, carrying case, and more. You can check out a video above and read below for more details. With the launch of the original Elite controller in 2015, we wanted to give gamers a new way to play at their full potential. Develop a premium gaming controller that offered unparalleled levels of customization to allow you to play with a specific setup that works best for you. Today, we're excited to build on that legacy with the announcement of the Xbox Elite Wireless Controller Series 2 Core in white. It is designed to meet the core needs of today's competitive gamers, putting exceptional performance, customization, and durability where it matters most. In your hands. What? Are you serious, dude? $41 for non-OG game of D2? God dang, dude. That's insane. That's insane, man. Wow. Wow. I wouldn't have thought. Now, is that the resurrected, or that's just regular D2? The resurrected, yes, the resurrect. Okay, yeah. So that's not that old at this point. Resurrected, actually, I played the beta. I tested the beta out, and it looked pretty good. And the thing I felt that was really cool, they don't sell old D2 anymore? Really? Everything's just transitioned over? I know you would, Wick. You know, I need to hop on my Blizzard account, because I've owned Diablo 2 for a long time. On my Blizzard account. So I wonder what that's about now. Can I still play old Diablo 2? I have no idea. That's a big question there. I feel like they did, and now Blizzard, it was Vicarious Visions, right? Vicarious Visions is the studio that actually redid Diablo 2, made it into Diablo Resurrected. It wasn't actually Blizzard, it was Vicarious Visions. They got contracted out to do it, and I feel like they did a pretty good job. And then one of the things I felt like they did really, really nice with it was allows you to basically transform the game back and forth between the way it used to look, original D2, and the resurrected version, the updated version of the game. At any time, you can just like switch the game, which is really cool. But yeah, that's rough, dude. I can't believe that they just completely removed the old version. I mean, I guess I can, since that's the way they made it. Huh. I didn't know that, though. That's wild. So the Elite Wireless Controller Series 2 is designed to meet the core needs of today's competitive gamers, putting exceptional performance, customization, and durability where it matters most. In your hands, we're giving fans more choice than ever before with two Elite controllers to meet your needs. The new Xbox Elite, yep, core in white at 130. Yep, core in black. Elite, the original, is at 180. Can be pre-ordered today. Don't forget to get your Xbox Elite jersey. All right. Here you go. If you guys are interested. Yep, we already had that pulled up. That was just a kind of add-on there to what we had already talked about in that previous article. Xbox is one of the most powerful new features in gaming. Microsoft quietly adds one of the most interesting and powerful new features to Xbox games on PC and mobile that will help boost engagement and discovery. Microsoft has taken a play from Stadia's strategy book by adding one of the most innovative features for instant gaming access. Using the cloud, Microsoft is gearing up for its interconnected empire of multi-platform online gaming. A big part of cloud gaming is reducing friction and providing easy access to content. That's actually the main selling point, being able to play games without having a console or gaming PC. This new Xbox feature adds another way to streamline access and discovery. Gamers can now instantly launch games directly from shared screenshots and video. That's what we just talked about, yeah? A friend can share a clip or snapshot on their Xbox live feed, and you can click on it and launch the game directly from the message or activity feed UI. This only works on PC and mobile for now and connects via cloud streaming similar to Stadia. Yep. Sony has also filed a very interesting patents for its own innovative type of game access features called Game Jump, directly related to some awesome custom save state sharing and game demo creation systems we've outlined for years now. Sony has not revealed any sort of plans to launch its own equivalent feature, and for now, Game Jump remains part of patent filings, not actual firmware features coming to the PlayStation platform. Sony's new emphasis on services could introduce some sort of update in the coming months as the company pivots further into its live service game plans. Yeah, that's cool, man. It's cool. Ease of access. Absolutely. All right. New Pokemon Scarlet and Violet trailer showcases previously unseen Pokemon. It's coming down to the wire. Trainers. Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet are less than 100 days away. We've got ourselves a look at different videos, screenshots, and of course a new Pokemon. And today is no different. News trailer for the upcoming installment of the worldwide phenomenon was released a few hours ago. Take a look. For all you Pokeheads out there. That was a little bit loud. My bad. The whole, like, Pokemon that look like motorcycles is weirding me out, man. I guess at least right there it looked like it was more like running. But I thought I had seen some like video where it legit looked like they were like riding with handlebars and like it looked like it had wheels and everything. I think the legendary ones actually look like some robotic, like motorcycle-ish, kind of wild. I mean, psych. They're like naturally magnetized things in the world, as opposed to like naturally motorcycles just being naturally part of the world there. Which, I mean, this is not our world. This is the Pokemon universe and stuff. But that's what is just kind of wild to me about it, I guess. Is like this thing that has been man-made by us, a motorcycle, and now they're all of a sudden they're like Pokemon that look just like motorcycles. You know what I mean? I don't know. Look at them. They legit look like motorcycles. It's really wild. But I mean, yeah, I mean, Pokemon's gotten kind of like, look at these guys. I feel like old school Pokemon used to be more based off of just like variations of animals and stuff, and now they're turning into like, not all of them. I mean, it was like variations of animals and dragons and mythical creatures and you know, stuff like that. And now it's like they're turning into like motorcycles and wild stuff like that. I don't know. It's dope though. Latest Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet trailer, we meet Cloth. This giant crab is a rock type. It's classified as an ambush Pokemon. The official description reads, Cloth can rotate its protruding eyeballs to see everything around it, eliminating all blind spots. Lashes upside down onto cliffs to ambush its prey from above. However, Cloth eventually gets dizzy from the blood rushing to its head. Can't stay upside down too long. Cloth also possesses the Anger Shell ability. This brand new ability lowers defense and special defense while raising the user's attack, special attack, and speed. While it hit points drop below half. They also meet Armorage and Ceruledge. These Pokemon appear to be counterparts that most likely evolved from the same Pokemon. Armorage is classified as a Fire Warrior Pokemon with the Fire Psychic type. being exclusive to Pokemon Scarlet. Its description reads, Armorage's set of armor belonged to a distinguished warrior and is the source of the energy used for its psychic-type moves. Also use the psychic capabilities of this armor to control the fire energy within its body and unleash attacks. Armorage can learn a move called Armor Cannon. Armorage moves both its pauldrons to its hands and puts its arms together to form a cannon, allowing it to shoot its own armor out as blazing projectiles. This is one of the more powerful moves that Armorage can learn, but it lowers the Armorage's defense and special defense stats in exchange for that power. Ceruledge is the Fire Blades Pokemon with the Fire Ghost typing. It is exclusive to Pokemon Violet. The description for this Pokemon says Ceruledge dons an old set of armor steeped in grudges and wields blades made of fire and ghost energy. In battle, these blades transform into great swords to increase Ceruledge's power. Cuts from these great swords leave wounds from which life energy will flow. This Pokemon also learns a unique move called Bitter Blade. Bitter Blade is a fire-type physical move that gathers the lingering regrets of the fallen into Ceruledge's swords, allowing it to focus that bitterness into a slashing attack. The swords then absorb life energy from wounds they made, and the user's HP is restored by up to half the damage taken by the target. Not too long ago, we got an official introduction to Grafaiai. Is that right? Pokemon inspired on the adorable Ai. Classified as the toxic monkey Pokemon, Grafaiai brings a new type combination to the table, Poison Normal. This small Pokemon seems to be very dominant, using its poison like saliva to paint structures around its territory to incapacitate its foes. Yeah, we've already talked about some of the new stuff that's in the game. Players will adventure out in the world to participate in treasure hunt. Yo, gamer, take it easy, buddy. Take it easy. Have a great day, man. Happy birthday, dude. Everybody, it's Gamer's birthday. Players will come across these treasure hunts as they progress through the region of Paldera. We were also introduced to the antagonists of the game. As part of your journey, you will come across Team Star, a group of delinquents that cause trouble for the school you attend. Its leader, Mela, is seen standing on top of a car with a peculiar-looking engine, most likely a Pokemon hidden in plain sight. We also meet Gita, the Pokemon Legend chairwoman. Guitar's peculiar looks reminds me of Pheromosa a little. Trailer also revealed one of the game's gym leaders. Brassius is the grass-type gym leader of Paldea, and he is seen sending out a Smoliv in what appears to be a gym battle. Brassius also uses a Sudowoodo and uses a new mechanic to give it the grass type. Expect to see more of this with other gym leaders. Based on the Iberian Peninsula, Paldera shares beautiful and famous real-world landmarks from countries such as Portugal and Spain. The game is also set to have some influences in Pokemon design from the peninsula's neighboring African countries. I think the thing that is weird, look. I think that's the thing that throws me off is how, at least to a great extent, old school Pokemon used to, they still used to ride the line, of what was kind of an animalistic, something you would find in the wild or something like that. But that was always kind of the thing, right? These were supposed to be the Pokemon world kind of creatures and animals. And they've really evolved this whole take now into these things are turning into like Transformers. That's what it seems like, man. Seems like these things are turning into like Transformers or what it is. It's it's kind of wild. I think it's and what they're playing it off as is like to an extent these are creatures that are coming in from different worlds and things like that. I guess I don't know. It's kind of wild. It's the evolution of it all. I guess it's just weird to me because I started off playing Pokemon, back in the day, and these were all like cool little creatures from the world of Pokemon, and now they've got this whole new take on it where they're like from different worlds and dimensions, and they're very robotic and mechanical and things like that. It's kind of wonky and wild. hard for me to take in. Being an old school Pokemon gamer, I guess. One Piece Odyssey reveals key visual, teases new update. The upcoming video game One Piece Odyssey is set to release at some point this year for the PS5, PS4, Xbox Series XS, and PC. Still plenty we don't know about the video game from Bandai Namco. Like, for example, exactly when it might release. That appears like it might change soon. However, as a new update on the upcoming One Piece video game is set to take place during a special live stream during Tokyo Game Show on September 15th. Additionally, a new key visual for the video game has been revealed. The new key visual, which you can check out in the brief video below, features Luffy in front of some wild environmental art. The intention of this key visual, compared to previous One Piece games, is to highlight the theme of adventure, says Katsuki Suzuki, producer of One Piece Odyssey. We want players to truly feel this concept and feel like they are touching the world of One Piece. We hope that this visual will make you excited about One Piece Odyssey.
Peggy 12.
皆さんこんにちは。ワンピースオデッセイプロデューサーの都築です。本日は皆さんに告知があります。9月15日木曜日22時より YouTube などで本作の配信番組ワンピースオデッセイ東京ゲームショウ2022スペシャルを配信します。こちらにはですね、河野まりかさんなど豪華ゲストをお迎えして本作のゲームプレイなどをしていただく内容になっています。ぜひですね、この機会に本作のゲームの様子をご覧いただければなと思っています。またこの番組内ではですね、皆様になかなかお伝えできていなかった本作の情報ですとか、以前に公開させていただいたデブダイアリー内で本作にはまだまだ秘密があるとお伝えしていた内容についてもその場で少しお見せできればと思っていますので、その意味でもこの配信番組ぜひ楽しみにしていただければなと思っています。そしてですね、実は先日本作のキービジュアルが完成しまして、せっかくではありますのでこの場でキービジュアルを公開できればと思っています。ご覧ください。今回はこれまでのワンピースゲームのキービジュアルとは趣向を変えまして、本作のコンセプトであるワンピースの世界に触れるっていうことをプレイヤーである皆さん自身に感じていただけるような冒険をテーマにデザインしています。ぜひですね、このビジュアルで皆さんにワクワクした気持ちになってもらえると嬉しいです。本作の開発も終盤に差し掛かっておりまして、皆さんにですね少しでも多く楽しんでいただけるよう開発チーム一同今はですね必死に開発に取り組んでおりますので、引き続きワンピースオデッセイにご期待いただければなと思います。そして先ほどご紹介させていただいた配信番組もぜひご覧いただけると嬉しいです。それではまた9月15日の配信番組でお会いしましょう。ありがとうございました。
So, there you go. You're interested in One Piece? They've got the September 15th showcase at 3 o'clock CST. So, check that out. Yeah, One Piece Odyssey is slated for release for PS5, 4, Xbox Series X, S, and PC this year. No definitive release date has been announced as of yet, though it seems likely that the showcase on September 15th at the Tokyo Game Show might well include that information. What? Hold on. Well, they got all kinds of stuff happening. Yeah, this is a huge event. That's what I figured. So we'll probably just get recaps of the Tokyo Game Show stuff in the news after all this takes place. We won't be trying to tune in for a whole lot unless we find anything specific coming up in the news in the coming days that we really, really want to tune into as a community here. Otherwise, we'll just kind of get recaps of things that come up in the Tokyo Game Show that, you know, we gather in the news segments. Marvel's Midnight Suns, the Hunter gameplay trailer released. Of late, Marvel's Midnight Suns developer Firaxis Games and 2K have been sharing more information about the video game's all-new hero and protagonist, the Hunter. As has been pointed out multiple times in the promotional material, the Hunter is apparently the first time that an official Marvel hero has been fully customizable in a video game like this. As such, the new gameplay trailer for the Hunter details just how that impacts the title mechanically. More specifically, the new gameplay trailer indicates that the Hunter has 3 separate and distinct ability branches, which is different from any of the other Marvel's Midnight Suns characters that have been highlighted so far. There's Power, Light, and Dark. That makes for 30 different ability cards and 3 different ultimate abilities. You can check out the whole gameplay trailer focusing on the Hunter for yourself embedded below. Let's take a look.
Hey everybody, welcome back to a very special deep dive.
This is 10 minutes long.
In partnership with as to the order of the superheroes that we'll be covering. And to be honest, I don't think I've seen a correct guess yet, but keep them coming. It's fun for me and hopefully fun for you. Today we discuss the first ever fully customizable superhero in a Marvel game, the Child of Lilith, the Mother of Demons, and the protagonist of the story in Marvel's Midnight Suns. Today's deep dive is all about the Hunter.
Mother. So, that's a good thing, right?
What makes the Hunter unique compared to other characters on the roster is that they have 3 distinct ability branches. You got a power branch, a light branch, or a dark branch. Whether you want to be a potent damage dealer, a supportive healer, or something in between, it's up to you. In total, there are 30 different Hunter cards, 10 from each branch, and each branch also has an associated legendary ability that we're going to touch on later. I'll also share a bit about how to unlock these, as I don't think we've talked about that in previous videos, and I've had some questions, so hopefully you will have some answers.
Just like old times.
Now let's start with our Hunter's power branch of abilities.
I'm not going to watch the entire thing. I was kind of hoping to get look at some of the customization that they were going to show. We saw just a tiny bit of it, but they're going through a lot of the gameplay mechanic stuff, which is fine. I don't want to spend 10 minutes here right now.
Regardless, in my opinion, this is a must-have card in any Hunter. There's actually a couple of other Hunter things that I'd love to get into. We're going to have to save that for another video. We need to talk about...
They literally didn't go through hardly any of the customization. Like, it was just a real quick thing. So, actually, I'll link this in chat. If you guys want to watch the entire video, that's not what I meant to do. Yeah. Wait, what? Yeah, it's a Marvel game. Huh? Midnight Suns? Yep. Yeah, it's so if you're not familiar with Midnight Suns, like it's this whole like combat based system based on like cards and everything too. It's got this card mechanic with it. The Hunter is supposed to be like your main customizable character, but then there's other Marvel characters within, right? That are part of your party, can be part of your party to play, like Wolverine, Iron Man. I think, who all does it? Doctor Strange, people like that, yeah. Marvel's Midnight Suns currently set to release for the PS5, PS4, Xbox Series X, S, Xbox One, Switch, and PC via Steam and the Epic Game Store at some point before March 31st of 2023. It got delayed. Previously scheduled for release on October 7th. Playable characters revealed in the title so far include the all-new The Hunter, which is what we just kind of watched. That's the customizable character, right? Captain America, Iron Man, Wolverine, Doctor Strange, Captain Marvel, Blade, Ghost Rider, Magic, and Nico, Minoru, Spider-Man, and Scarlet Witch. All right. So the link's there in chat if you want to watch all this, see everything about the Hunter gameplay. There you go. Random mode time. Oh, let's go. What is that? Surprise? I like that. I have never seen that. Amazon Games Boss explains why its Lord of the Rings MMO was canceled. Nice, Ike. The head of Amazon Games has provided some new insight into why the company's Lord of the Rings MMO was canceled after several years in development. The company confirmed that last April the free-to-play console and PC title, which had been co-developing with Athlon Games, a U.S. subsidiary of Hong Kong-based Leiyu Technologies, had been axed. According to a Bloomberg... Oh, for real, Psych? That sucks, dude. I'm sorry, man. That sucks. According to a Bloomberg report at the time, the game's cancellation, what were you drinking, dude? Was it something you haven't drank before, or just a rando kind of hangover thing? Was the result of a dispute between Amazon and Chinese tech giant Tencent, which acquired Leiyu in December 2020. Didn't even drink so much beer? Wow, that's wild, dude. Speaking of a new GameSpot interview, Amazon Games president Christoph Hartmann revealed that Lord of the Rings license holder Middle-earth Enterprises chose to exercise a clause in its contract allowing it to terminate its rights deal should one of its partners get acquired. Nice, Mr. Labatt. Nice. Oh, dude, that's the worst, man. That's where, man, back whenever I decided to just, like, kind of be done drinking, that was I've talked about it before. That was one of the reasons why I just was like, I'm done. I couldn't hardly drink anything anymore at all without a headache, man, the next day. And it was just brutal, man. Like, I mean, I wouldn't even need a buzz. I'd just drink anything and I'd have a headache. I don't know what was going on, but it was not worth. It was not worth. Yeah, getting old. Older the berry, the sweeter the juice, dude. That's a Friday quote, by the way, from the movie Friday. That's why I use it all the time. That's a great movie if you haven't ever seen it. That sucks, dude. I'm sorry you feel like crap. After this happened, Hartman said things got very complicated. While Amazon explored ways to continue working on the project with Tencent, ended up walking away after failing to make headway in negotiations. The question was, sure, maybe we could have worked together with Tencent to do something. I think we were too big as companies to really turn into partners doing a property together where they own the license and we developed the game, Hartman said. So we decided it's better to not work together there. Then we tried to figure something out with both ends, but I think it just dragged on too long. The canceled Lord of the Rings game was originally announced in 2018 by Athlon and Middle-earth Enterprises. Athlon said at the time that it was working with a partner developer to create an online game set long before the events of the Lord of the Rings, exploring lands, people, and creatures never seen before by fans of the Tolkien universe. In addition to co-developing the title, Amazon Games was set to market, publish the game globally except for China, which would have been managed by Leiyu. Amazon's new Lord of the Rings TV series, The Rings of Power, premiered on its Prime Video streaming service this month. Yeah. In July, Embracer Group announced it had entered into an agreement to acquire Middle-earth Enterprises, which will give it movie, gaming, and other rights to J.R.R. Tolkien works, including The Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit. Tencent and Ubisoft announced a major strategic partnership this week. We read about that. Yep. So we're up to date on all that. Yeah. Been experiencing acid reflux while sleeping sometimes after drinking even a single beer. Oh, that sucks. I'm good now, though. Had my hangover cured. Solid. I'm aging like milk. Turning into cheese? That's awesome. Yeah, nice, dude. Nice. I love cheese. I'm a big cheese lover, dude. So awesome. PS5 now supports 1440p. here's how to play PS5 games in 1440p. If you're like me, you love your PS5. But maybe you aren't using it to its full potential. In my case, I have 2 places in the house I can play the PS5. A 60-inch generic 4K TV that I got on sale as good enough for streaming, but a not-so-great image for gaming. Or I have my 32-inch 1440p Odyssey G5 gaming monitor that runs beautifully, but only to play PS5 games in 1080p. Good news is the latest PS5 update means I can finally get the best of both worlds, excellent frame rates, and true 1440p support. Here's how to play PS5 games in 1440p and everything you need to know about the PS5's new 1440p mode. Quick answer. This is what I'm going to do, and then I'll read this and I'll link this for anybody that needs more info about this article. To run your PS5 in 1440p mode, you need to have the latest PS5 update and a 1440p compatible monitor, obviously. After that, you'll go into Settings, Screen and Video, and select Test 1440p Output. This will verify your support for different HDR modes and frame rates for 1440p. After that, it'll automatically run in 1440p when possible if Settings, Screen and Video, Resolution settings is set to Automatic. Or you can click on Resolution and manually set it to 1440p to be safe. All right, so there you go. The rest of this is just going to go into a little bit more depth about what 1440p mode is on the PS5, all that stuff. So there you go. Take a look. But that's great. Sony's got, the ability to run in 1440p resolution as long as your monitor/TV has that capability, right? CD Projekt is already planning multiple new Witcher games. The next game is in pre-production, and CD Projekt is mulling a whole new trilogy. Earlier this year, CD Projekt Red announced a yet unnamed The Witcher 4. Sorry, guys. The beginning of a new saga for The Witcher, which now seems likely to be a trilogy. We said there will be a new saga. We have in mind more than one, CEO Adam Kaczynski said today during a financial earnings call. The first saga was 3 games, so now we're thinking about more than one game, Kaczynski said, but we're in pre-production of the first game from the second Witcher saga. Kaczynski reiterated that the current sequel is being developed in Unreal Engine 5, a big shift away from CD Projekt's own internal tools. Yeah. CD Projekt's long-term planning makes it sound like the first game in its new saga could plant seeds for future entries, probably far more deliberately than the original Witcher did. The Witcher 2 offered up more connective tissue for The Witcher 3, including save files that carried over your relationships with several characters and whether they're even alive. If CD Projekt is sketching out a whole trilogy from the get-go, could we even see a Mass Effect-style through line between games with decisions that carry through all 3? It's a cool possibility to consider, though it'll likely be a decade before we could see an idea like that bear fruit. Whatever the name of the next Witcher game is, it won't actually be The Witcher 4. The Witcher was designed as a trilogy, and a trilogy cannot have a 4th part, can it? CD Projekt's Marcin Owinski said back in 2017, we don't know much more about it other than it's in pre-production, and that there's a good chance it focuses on the Lynx School branch of Witchers, based on the pendant in the teaser image CD Projekt released several months ago. How about this? How about a spin-off for The Witcher? Yeah, sight. How about a spin-off for The Witcher where you play as the one remaining crone and you're hunting down all the remaining Witchers? Oh. Count me in. Evil? All right, so looks like that's what's in the works there for CDPR on the Witcher series continuing, or Witcher IP. Solstice release date, gameplay trailer, and story. With your sister at your side, fighting through enemies hell-bent on bringing destruction to this world, read on to learn more about Solstice, its release date, gameplay, and story. Let's watch this real quick.
Rated M for mature.
I won't leave you. You're not a monster. In the beginning, the world was subjugated by chaos. Endless droves of horrors trespassed into the world. And so came...
Is that the Buster Sword? Is she rolling around with Cloud's Buster Sword?
Between death and transcendence.
Ooh, I like that mask.
Death.
Show us what you got!
We have a whole
What a banger, dude!
May the judge have mercy on your souls.
Sister, you are here with me. I always will be.
As long as we are together, we're not going down.
One mask to rule them all.
They wanted yet another monster. They shall have one.
You must resist it!
That looks cool. I mean, it was a lot of cinematic stuff. September 20th? Dude, for real? Okay. Solstice will release on September 20th on PS5, Xbox Series X, and PC. Solstice is a third-party hack-and-slash RPG, though it is a third-person game. The camera controls are more akin to older Devil May Cry games. That is, the camera is locked in place as the player explores, only being allowed to move the camera to look ahead. Camera also changes angles as the player moves from area to area, which may prove to be confusing or frustrating for some players. In combat, the player has access to an array of weapons. Their primary attack is with their sword, which has a balance of speed and damage. Their secondary attack will change depending on which secondary weapon that player has equipped. The Ashen Enforcer, for example, is an axe-like weapon that prioritizes damage over speed. The Tearing Penance, on the other hand, is a whip that attacks quickly and over a wide area, albeit with lower damage. Players can freely switch secondary weapons during a fight, allowing them to adjust on the fly during combat. Players also assisted by their companion, which can block attacks if the button prompt is pressed. This companion is also capable of attacking enemies while exploring, and when fighting enemies, the companion can activate one of two fields to help the player. Thankfully, these fields correspond to a specific color. This makes it easy to discern which field the player will need in every situation. The player gets a score after every combat encounter. Points are based on their combo, damage dealt, very Devil May Cry, and other factors. In between fights, the player may run into an NPC that allows them to upgrade either their attacks or their companion's abilities. The story. You play as Briar and Lute, sisters who were reborn as Chimera. Chimeras are warriors whose bodies contain two souls bound as one. Player primarily controls Briar, while Lute, now a shade, accompanies you. Chimeras are the only warriors that can fight against wraiths, invaders that are threatening to consume all living beings. Briar and Lute are sent to a city that had been overrun by wraiths and are tasked with reclaiming it. Little do they know about the darkness dwelling within and what exactly their order has in plan for them. Okay. We'll see. We'll see what the reviews are for the game. The trailer looked cool. TikTok's gaming efforts may be in trouble. TikTok's gaming efforts appear to be getting scaled back as the platform has hit a roadblock with the Chinese government. As so many gaming businesses have in China. TikTok is arguably the biggest social media platform right now thanks to how simple and effective it is. It has mastered the addictive nature of scrolling and made sure its content is short and sweet. ensuring you are always moving on to the next piece of content. While one could argue it may not be the healthiest thing in the world, it's working and people are loving it. It dominates the tech and social media industries in a huge way, and it seems like TikTok owner ByteDance wasn't satisfied with those sectors. The company has plans to move into the gaming industry, but those plans may not be possible anymore. ByteDance was testing TikTok games that users could play for a few minutes rather than dump hours into like a traditional game. It was a similar approach to how the service uses videos, making everything short and sweet, but for games. According to SCMP, after acquiring game studios, making big plans for this effort, ByteDance has been aggressively downsizing its gaming teams. Wushuang Studio reportedly lost most of its staff, and other studios have seen notable job cuts. It's believed that this is a result of Chinese developers having difficulty getting games approved by the Chinese government. Yes. Basically, there's been this huge bottleneck in China, right, due to the government. If you're not aware, the government is entirely regulating the gaming industry. So developers can't just release games anymore once they're completed. A game has to have an approval to be released by the Chinese government, a permit, as if you will, to have a game be released. Each individual game needs a permit to be released. And so basically what's happening to these developers is they are, continuing to pump out games, and they're hitting this obstacle, this wall of not having permits by the Chinese government. And so there's like this huge pileup of games. And then all of a sudden the government will come out like every 3 or 4 months and go, here's a few permits for some of you guys. And so there will be like a few, an amount of games that get released, but there's this like huge bottleneck because of it. As of July 2022, China has only approved 172 games for release, which is nearly 600 less than the ones approved during the same time period in 2021. As it stands, it seems like ByteDance is aware this is an uphill battle and is choosing to support its already released games rather than make new ones. Of course, that's not to say that ByteDance is completely throwing in the towel, but it is a major block to succeeding with its endeavors. If this issue gets sorted out, perhaps things will resume as normal, but ByteDance seemingly would rather avoid losing tons of money on something it can't really control at the moment. Yeah. I mean, everybody. And this is why we're seeing a lot of developers try to work their way out of China. We're seeing, especially the bigger ones like Tencent, have made it well known that they are branching out into the US, other Europe, other parts of the world to get away from these very, very restrictive regulations that the Chinese government have been incorporating as of recent. Tencent, NetEase, those companies from over there in China. Yep. Yeah, this is what we just read about. So I'm not gonna, this is it again. TikTok's parent firm ByteDance, right? The downsizing and everything. This is just the same that we just read about. So I'm not gonna dive into that. PlayStation's okay. Let's read this last. How about, yeah. Sony is holding a gaming-related Xperia launch event on September 12th. Following the Xperia 5... Wouldn't that be Xperia 5.4? Debut from last week. Sony is now teasing a new launch event for Monday, September 12th. The event will be gaming related, and judging by the teaser, we may see a new gaming phone with shoulder triggers or a gaming accessory for current Xperia phones. We're starting to see this become an incorporation for a certain amount of mobile phone devices where they're coming out with more gaming features like bumper buttons and things like that, right? The event teaser has an esports player from Japan's Scars team who is playing on the upcoming device. The tagline for the event is made for pro gamers and streamers. That's all the info we have for now, so we'll wait to see more details. Okay. Look, I'm not planning on watching this. If anything relevant comes out of this, then I'm sure we'll see it in the news segment in the week to come. The fact of the matter is, we have a lot of showcases around like PlayStation, Ubisoft, Capcom, Disney and Marvel. We have a lot of showcases coming up. So just something coming out of Sony Xperia. Oh, let's watch this real quick and see. It's just 17 seconds. Yeah, it's just probably about a new mobile device that is aimed at gaming, right? So if it really is anything pertinent for us in the gaming world, we'll see it in our news segment in the the week to come, I'm sure. So we're not gonna. Yeah, absolutely, Mr. Little Bat. I agree. Yeah, for sure. Yep, gotcha. Yep, agreed, buddy. Yeah, I couldn't have stated it better myself. Absolutely. Let's take a look at this. This is going to be the last article I have for today. If anybody has anything to add pertinent to the video gaming news segment for today, let me know in chat and I'll address it before we move on to our video gaming segment, which will be day 44 of The Witcher 3 and continuation of our Blood and Wine DLC. Okay. PlayStation, Xbox's Call of Duty offer was inadequate on many levels. Microsoft has offered for Call of Duty to remain on PlayStation for 3 years beyond the current deal. Oh, really? Yeah, psych. Yeah, dude. Yeah, absolutely. Yep. I was assuming this was going to be PlayStation responding to Xbox trying to buy them out of their contract, but this is actually Xbox trying to get PlayStation to buy into having Call of Duty extending their contract. Microsoft has promised to keep Call of Duty on PlayStation for 3 years beyond the current agreement between Activision and Sony, says PlayStation CEO Jim Ryan. In a statement provided to GameIndustry.biz, Ryan says the offer was inadequate on many levels. The disagreement between the two companies follows Microsoft's offer to buy Call of Duty publisher Activision Blizzard in a deal worth nearly $69 billion. The deal is currently being scrutinized by competition regulators within the UK regulator, concerned over the possibility of Microsoft withholding or degrading Activision Blizzard's content from other consoles or subscription services. Last week, Xbox revealed that it had provided a signed agreement to Sony to guarantee Call of Duty or PlayStation with feature and content parity for at least several more years, beyond Sony's existing contract with Activision. Xbox said this offer goes well beyond typical gaming industry agreements. The current deal between Sony and Activision Blizzard around Call of Duty is believed to cover the next 3 releases, including this year's Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. However, Sony says the offer fails to consider the impact on PlayStation gamers. I hadn't intended to comment on what I understood to be a private business discussion, but I feel the need to set the record straight because Phil Spencer brought this into the public forum, Ryan stated. Microsoft has only offered for Call of Duty to remain on PlayStation for 3 years after the current agreement between Activision and Sony ends. After almost 20 years of Call of Duty on PlayStation, their proposal was inadequate on many levels and failed to take account of the impact on our gamers. We want to guarantee PlayStation gamers continue to have the highest quality Call of Duty experience. Microsoft's proposal undermines this principle. For more on the regulatory process over the Activision Blizzard acquisition, click here. So here's the deal. This is what's going down. There's that article if you want to dive into the rest. So here's what's happening, okay? Microsoft is doing everything they can to make a play at showing the regulatory entities involved here that they are committed to ensuring that this unique title they are acquiring with the Activision Blizzard acquisition being Call of Duty is not going to result in anti-competitive business practices by already being proactive in going to PlayStation and being like, here, we are willing to extend the current contract you already have for Call of Duty being on your platform. We're going to extend that for 3 more years. This is, we're playing ball here. This is not anti-competitive. That's what Microsoft's doing. It's very smart, right? It's very smart. Now, the details within that contract are not shown. So we don't know. All Microsoft really had to do is go, here's your contract, for it to be on PlayStation for, extending this contract. And we don't know what the details were of that. It could have been literally anything. For Microsoft to just go ahead and be like, hey, we tried. We tried. On the flip side of that, PlayStation is going to do everything they can to go, this is not good enough. This is not good enough. This is not good enough. This is not good enough, because they want everybody to see this as anti-competitive. They do not want Microsoft to be able to, their acquisition, PlayStation does not want Microsoft's acquisition of Activision Blizzard to come to fruition. Absolutely not. This is not good for them at all, ever, in any realm of, it just is not good. So they're going to go, so this is like both sides playing to their advantage and against one another. And this is going to continue to happen for the foreseeable future. That's just what this is. It's actually kind of comical to see play out, how all of this continues to kind of be played on each side regarding Microsoft and Xbox and the response by PlayStation, because Xbox is trying to do everything they can to go, hey, we're playing ball here. This is not anti-competitive. We're trying to, include PlayStation and what's happening with this acquisition, and be cool people, and PlayStation always going to play it off like, this is a crap deal. And so it's funny to see, and we have no details regarding, exactly what is being offered and rejected and things like that. But this is the way it's going to play out the entire time. It's just funny to see it. It really is. That's it. That's it for the news segment today, guys. Thank you for everybody that is part of this community in the first place, and everybody that was part of the gaming news segment today. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. If you're checking this video out, this content out as a VOD later on YouTube, and you're enjoying the content, please consider coming and hanging out with myself and the rest of this amazing community when we go live at 6 o'clock a.m. CST every single day, and we begin all of our streams off with video gaming news before we hop into whatever gaming content we have planned for the rest of the day, okay? Also, consider hitting that like and subscribe button for me if you're enjoying the content. Other than that, just stay healthy, stay safe, be kind to one another, and we will catch everybody tomorrow for September 9th edition of Video Gaming News. All right?